anymore now that TV commercials are getting so good. Advances in technology have made them more creative and entertaining than ever before. And now the best commercials from 2005 are being honored by the Association of Independent Commercial Producers. Matthew Miller is the association's president and CEO. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning.
You get an award yourself because the award ceremony, which was held last night, went into, what, 1:30 this morning?
Yeah, that was for starters. The after award ceremony is probably carried on. Well, we're probably still going.
Okay, well, thanks for being here. You actually say that this is the first year that the category of awards expanded to iPods and other kind of digital media.
Well, I think, recognizing the fact that the media landscape is changing doesn't change the fact that creative advertising is needed to sell products and to engage people in brands. But recognizing that there are different media out there that are being used, and that there are slightly different techniques that you use, but the same crafts, the same styles, and the same ingenuity.
Well, let's get to that ingenuity, because in the category for humor, Sprint Nextel had a pretty good commercial. Let's take a look again.
I can watch live TV on my new Sprint phone.
Well, my Sprint phone has TV and downloads music.
I can check email.
I have that. And crime deterrent.
What?
Try and take my wallet.
Get it.
Live TV, wireless music downloads, email, and crime deterrent.
I'm filing a grievance, Ben.
On the Sprint PowerVision network.
The great thing about that commercial is you can see it over and over and over again. It's so funny.
It really is. A good sight gag always works. That's done by one of the great comedic directors, Brian Buckley, and one in the humor category.
Any competition for that, or was that hands down a big one?
Oh, that was hands down. That was in the Super Bowl this year as well. And again, you scored high in the Super Bowl, and a good belly laugh is always a great way to break through.
No kidding. And now, listen, in the talent, performance, and advertising excellence campaign categories, the big winner was Fox Sports Net. Let's take a look. Ouch! A half. I mean, do these guys like to take home like a little Oscar for that if they're in the talent category? What happens here?
Well, there's actually no trophy, but this is done in conjunction with the Museum of Modern Art, so they get something else. It's immortality. Their work is put in the archives of MoMA for generations to study going in the future. So
the least they should get after all that pain and suffering. Hopefully not too many nicks and cuts in making that the commercial. Anyway, now moving on to the visual effects category. Now this one is very poignant. This one we sort of should make a turn here. It's really about Tiger Woods, whose father had recently died. Let's take a look.
A little bit, so you would. Just moving a little to the right. Perfect. Tiger Woods at this moment.
This is something we've been able to see from Nike over and over and again. These commercials that kind of reach into your heart and mean something, the kind of authenticity to them.
Well, it's brilliant. I mean, they really do reach out. It's not necessarily about their product. It's about their brand and the connection.
Does that sell shoes? Does that sell products?
It sells the brand, and it makes a connection with you, and hopefully that then in turn sells products. That piece was honored for visual effects, and the brilliance of that is that was actually Tiger Woods' performance at the British Open, and they were able, through visual effects, to bring in footage of him as a kid swinging golf clubs and bring that into his actual game. I mean, the brilliance of that visual effects is really mind-blowing.
So really, we're on the cusp, not even on the cusp, we're already taking it to another level, these commercials. And it's kind of scary in some ways when you can make something happen that didn't really quite happen that way, but it's also kind of exciting if you're creating fantasy.
Absolutely.
All right, okay, so moving on to ringtones. There's this cell phone ringtones are so popular, and it also takes us back to a popular 80s TV show. And this, by the way, is a commercial for Nokia.
Do you want me to sing? Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm.
Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Love it. That's my theme song.
Musical arrangement category. But I mean, that's the kind of thing. I mean, there's a lot of humor. The ones that are winning are very funny, most of them.
Well, a lot of them. There were a lot of other things that weren't necessarily in the humor category, even done in a humorous way. But humor is the quickest connection. We all know that when we're barging into someone's living room, one of the best ways to be charming and win them over quickly is give them a good laugh. So there are some beautifully visual commercials that were on her as well, but again, a good laugh is a great way to make the connection.
It's also sometimes the hardest connection to make. Also, finally now, from Sega, it's about loving video games to a whole new level.
Super Monkey Ball Deluxe.
Something that's absolutely Joseph Turetsky comments. Scientific data. They were able to relate more of the species and the basic anyway, part of literary.
Tune in for more of the true adventures of Chad, the guy who was so into Super Monkey Ball Deluxe that he decided to live in a ball.
Now on to the mating rituals of the Vermont.
You know, what I really noticed from this is a lot of these ads that we've shown us this morning who won awards, are really male focused. A lot of testosterone in our ads.